Their idea of a Savior and Jesus as Savior seemed to be a little different. For the crowd of Jewish people, they were free people to worship God. But not just worship God, they also had to abide by a bunch of other things as well. See, the Roman people were in charge of their area. And they said, look, as long as you don't have an uprising, you pay your taxes, you do the right thing, you listen to us when we come by, then you can worship whatever God you want. We do not care. But over time, the Romans decided they were just going to milk these people for everything that they were worth, rather than protecting them. So they would tax these people upwards of 70%. The way that they would manipulate the situations is they didn't bring Roman people down to tax the people. No. They would convince the Jewish people to tax their own people. They would recruit the Jewish people to tax the Jewish people. But in this time, there was the Jewish law and there was the priestly law. But because of that, taking it out of the way it was intended, they just demeaned these people over and over again, telling them, you're not clean enough, you're not doing enough, you're not practicing enough. So after a couple generations, it was just the Jewish leaders looking down at the Jewish people, just shaking their heads saying, man, you're just not good enough. So when the Jewish people are screaming, Hosanna, they wanted to be saved. They wanted a king to take all of their burdens, which was the Romans, away. They wanted the taxes, the oppression away. And when Jesus entered in, it stirred the entire town. Everyone was asking, who is this guy that's coming in? In their mind, Jesus, what he was going to do is he was going to enter in, they're going to lay down their coats, they were going to wave the palm branches, and he enters the city, and he was going to help remove all the bad things in this town. But instead of going to King Herod's palace in the upper city, he doesn't go there. He stops right by the temple. He cleared the temple. He didn't clear the Jewish rulers. He didn't clear all of Jerusalem. He didn't go in and turn over the tables of the tax collectors. He didn't go in and kick out the Roman rulers of the palace. He didn't go and look at Pilate and said, you are not welcome here anymore. He didn't gather the army and go to the northern borders and just make sure no Roman would ever enter into Israel again. He did none of that. And in the process, he made every Jewish leader mad, and he disappointed most of the Jewish people that followed him into that place. So what happens when expectation doesn't come into reality? And I think one of the reasons that this story is in every single gospel, it's because that human interpretation of prophecy doesn't always align with God's plan.